Because everybody's convinced tax rates are going up, I wanted to do a little bit deeper dive into Roth conversions and do they make sense for you? Check this out.
Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
All right, so for this one, I wanted to show you this cool chart on my computer so we can kind of do a little bit more of a deeper dive to find out really if it makes sense for you to do Roth conversions, because it really depends on what tax rate you're in now, right, and what tax rate you think you're going to be in the future. So it kind of shows you a really cool way to know if it even remotely makes sense for you. So let's go to my computer now and check this out. Okay, so the first thing was this chart. But this isn't even the chart I wanted to show you, but I thought it was kind of cool too. So I was just going to throw this one in there. This kind of shows you on the right-hand side, this column is the current tax rate. So if you start down here, right, 10%, 12%, and you got the 22%, 24% bracket, 32, and so on. Now the bars to the left, or the bar to the left, column to the left, is what is expected to come into play on 2026, January 1st. But now that we have President Biden, that might be a little bit sooner than 2026. I guess we'll see. So the sweet spot right here is these blue boxes. So see how, you can see 22% now is going to, this little area right here is going to be 25%. But the real big one here is if you're at the top of the 24, a lot of that bracket, maybe in 2021, but definitely 2026, is going to be 33% bracket. So that's really important when you're doing conversions from IRA money or 401k money into Roth, because likelihood you're going to be in that 24% bracket. So you'll want to do it before those brackets go up, because a lot of that's going to be in the 33% bracket. And then you can see up here, it's not as drastic, 35 to 39. However, people in that bracket, we're talking a lot more money, right? So it could be almost the same. Percentage-wise, it's different, but it's based on a higher dollar amount. Okay, so actually to the graph I wanted to show you. So why I like these types of graphs is because they put a lot of information in the background to give you these numbers to make it super clear. So as long as you're okay with the assumptions behind it, then it makes it really crystal clear. So the assumptions behind this graph is that we've got a 20-year period, at least, for the conversion, and we're making 7% a year. So if those are true, then this chart makes things very clear. So up top here, you can see early acceleration tax rate. That means if you're converting from IRA, 401k, 403b, whatever, into a Roth, you're paying taxes early, right? So we're calling that early acceleration. And then on the left-hand side here is the retirement tax rate, what it's going to be when you pull the money out, potentially. So the idea is if you're in the 22% bracket, and that's what you convert, and you're paying 22 cents on the dollar, if the tax rate ends up being 28% on that money, then you would have 23% more in the Roth. If you're paying money at 24% bracket and tax rates go up to 28, you've got 15% more in the Roth. See, and if you pay taxes at 24% and it goes up to 35%, then you're going to have 43% more in the Roth. So you can kind of see that that's the sweet spot. You can also see pretty clearly that as soon as you get up to the 32% bracket, then it really doesn't make sense unless tax rates go up to 35% or 39.6. Really not that much more, but you can see that the sweet spot's kind of this yellow area. So I thought that was kind of cool. In one chart, you can kind of see if it makes sense to pay the taxes outside of the conversion, making 7% a year, and over a 20-year period, this is when it would make sense to convert. All right, enjoy.